endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner.
Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on.
Champions are forever.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again. I hope everybody is doing well today. It's the end of the week. The weekend is coming. We gonna relax. And I'm hoping that this storm don't do anything crazy to us, like knocking out our power and things like that. That's the worry. But anyway, good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty, first one in the building. Followed by Dr. Stone. How you doing? NYK Believe, hello. Sorry I missed last night. Was subbing for my wife's aunt in the league last night. Oh, that's cool, T. Smitty. You have a life. Let's see. Levivin? Wait. Oh. Levi Von Doom. Wait. Yeah. Is that a... no, that's an RN. Dorn? Levi Von Dorn? Did I get that right? What's up, man? Is it Levi or Levy? That's the question that sits before us today. Yes, well said. Oh, wait, which one was it? I was going all over the place. Because I wasn't sure. The second one? Okay, wait. One. Okay. So, Levi Von Dorn. Because when there's an R and an N real close together, it can sometimes look like an M to me. So I'm like, exactly. Perfect. All right. Now we can start the live stream. Ooh. I knocked that over. There we go. Who's your daddy? What's up, man? My day is going great. Of course, it's just really getting started because I just woke up not that long ago. All right. Let's do this. And I think while I'm doing the auto fighting, use up my energy, I think I'm gonna change those backgrounds at the bottom. I said I was going to, and then I didn't. But I'm gonna change them to the background that I'm using up there. I think that looks better. Summoner's choice. Final vote, huh? I haven't even kept track. Who made it into the last round? I don't know. Oh, wait. What's this? Rank up. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know who made it to the last round. Let's go with you. And you. And you. And you. Okay. All right, so while that's going there, move that over there. I'm going to, first of all, I'm gonna remove the background. So let's see. So we should be able to do this. There we go. See how much easier that is to read? So here's a question. Should I leave it like that? I can move the gifted members over a little bit. But should I leave it like that, or put a nice background like I have for the Shadow Patron? Put that background there. What do you guys think? Billy, Beer, Belly, Buddha. What's up, man? There we go. Yeah, no background at all like this, or a background, that background that I have up here. LordShaedow, I recently picked up playing Cersei. I've always liked her, and I'm discovering lots of hidden tricks with her, stuff that I haven't seen on YouTube. Really? What are your thoughts on her? On offense, I don't really have too many thoughts, except I liked her okay. On defense, she is a pain. So, all right, let me move over. Open that up. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And Hey, DJ Chemist, what's up, man? How you doing? You just complete Act 6 the other day? Oh, even though they've changed Act 6, I still don't like Act 6 to this day. Darren, oh hey Darren. You know you could change your name, right? Unless you like DJ Chemist. But you can change your name. I always tell everybody that because I have a hard time remembering names. And when I have multiple names, I'm like, oh, now I got to remember this name. Used to be that name. Just a little harder for me. Go to YouTube Studio. And then it's either settings and customization or just customization. But you got to go under your customizations. And under there, you can change your handle. I don't know why they don't tell folks that, but they changed it that way, but they're not keeping you to this new name. Now, if somebody's grabbed your name, because that one has to be unique. T. Smitty, yes, I do see your message. You took a 2-year break? Whee! I took 2 months, well, not from the game, but from live streaming, because my computer died, but that was rough. I hated it. Oh, you don't see any after NYK Believe? Yeah, DJ Chemist is the only one that's been talking. Oh, wait. Pixie Belle, what's up, girl? And then there's Pixie Belle. E bella. E bella. All right, let me see. I think I put them all in here. Okay, so keep going with that. Pixie Belle just appeared for you. Maybe you have him banned. Okay. We'll rename that one. Okay. Bottom background 1. And I will mess around with that. Properties. Let's do a transform. Transformers more than meets the eye. Nope, wrong one. Nope. Move that up there. And let's stretch that out a little bit. Stretch it to right about there, 375. Okay, that looks good, so we'll copy that. Whoops. Okay, we will copy that. And then paste a duplicate. Rename that one. And we'll move that one down here. Take that, put it down there. Okay, and then this one here. Let's paste another duplicate. Rename that one. That one down there. Move that down. There. See, we still got, nope, okay. This started already? Oh yeah, I think they started early. T. Smitty, lift the eye mask up higher. Stop blinking slowly. For Cersei on offense, the things you can do with glancing allows to tank even heal. Okay. Depending on the number of transformation buffs, like a combo of Yondu and Kushala healing. Huh. It's really potent. You should make a video. You should record it. Mickey Gibby, what's up, man? Oh, is she still in, yeah, she's still locked in here. Let's get out of there. And let's get in here. Okay. The Unknown, what's up, man? Yes, I do. I work from home. Okay, hold on, because this is... I guess I should move these down further here. Like that. And then we'll add a nice little transform. to this. And we'll stretch this out all the way. All the way to heaven. Heaven, all the way to heaven. Is Rhino worth awakening? I don't remember what his new awakening does. Did they change that? I'd probably awaken him anyway. And I do want him. And we will have him soon. Okay. And then what I need to do, wait, wrong one. The filter, not the label. There we go. And limit the width of this. Scrunch that down a little bit. Scrunchy, scrunchy. Okay, that looks okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I changed the background to one where it shows up a lot better. I like that a lot better. I can see it and read the names clearly. Okay. Let's remove that. Okay. So that looks good over there. And I did find out something. I found out that they did improve the plugin. I can format it and, you know, add the commas or the spaces or whatever, like I did with the other one. So now it is almost as good as the other one. The only problem I'm having right now is when I restart the session, it doesn't do it while I'm live. It seems like I have to shut down and restart OBS and then it clears it. I need to look more into that, but that's my only issue right now. Everything else is fine. All right, let's do this. For your latest Shadow Dwellers, is one for YouTube and the other for Twitch? Yes. I can. That's a good point. Let me finish this and I got something for that. All right. What I will do, let's see if I can find them. Because I've been doing a lot of cleanup. Let's see, where is it? Darn it, where are they? I wonder if I deleted them already. Let's see, downloads. Yeah, I think I might have let me see, did I put them in here? If I did, I'm gonna copy them out so I can find them again. Had them here. No. Where is... Okay, I might do that later, but what I'll do is what I had before, which was to put the symbol, you know, the YouTube symbol and the Twitch symbol to the left of each one that it is. So I'll do that after the stream because I'm gonna have to find one, download it, you know, because I have it. You know, where did I put that? Because you see it up top where I have the some of the symbols there. I had that somewhere else, and I had them separated out, which is how I created that bar. And I'm actually gonna put a white background, I think, on that bar. Because I think, did I? Last night you had my wife laughing because you said hi to her and not me. She said that's proof. LordShaedow likes her more. Oh man. Much love though. Much love, man. For both of you. Oh man. All right. Let me see. What was I doing? Do I have? Where's my social bar? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna see. Can I do that easily? See, it's a graphic. I don't know if yeah, and it's a JPEG. Yeah, I'll fix that later. I will make a new social bar to go across the top, and it'll have a light background so that it can we could see it a little bit better. And I'll download the YouTube and Twitch symbols and put them on the latest Shadow Dweller so we could differentiate which is which. In fact, you know what? I can at least try and do one of those things right now. Let's see. Just find one that I like. And let's save that. Pictures. Oh, there's the bar. All right, and then we want the Twitch one. And I'm just doing a search and grabbing images. When I see one that I like. And I can always switch it around too. Let's do this one. This one's decent enough. You guys get to see me do this in real time. So you know. That it's me. I figured since we're just going to be doing some arena, might as well do a little bit of this too. All right, let's delete that out of there. And just rename this. Twitch icon and rename this to YouTube. Whoops. YouTube icon. Okay. Boom. Boom. Ha 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 ha. Now you guys get to see it. Shrinky dinky. Shrinky dinky. Uh-oh. Shrinky dinky. Okay. Keep that bad boy up there. You can't really read the... I wonder if I should grab a different one. Because you can't really... you can't really read the words under that, can you? Can you guys read that YouTube once I scrunched it down? Because I can just grab one that doesn't have the words. It's just the symbol. You know what? Let's do that. Because people know the symbol anyway. And the other one just has a symbol. So let me grab that real quick here. And in fact, I'm going to grab one that's... well... yeah, mine is very, very small. Well, that sounded bad. But anyway, okay, I can leave it. Might make it a little bit smaller. Because, see, on my display, my preview that I'm looking at is about like this big on my screen. It's really small. You guys see it. Let me look here. That is why I have this thing open. Let me move that over. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, I can see it just fine. Okay. I will make it a little bit smaller, though. See, it's 83 by 83. Let's try, yeah, that looks better. 70 by 70. Looks a bit better. Let's move that a little bit over there. All right. That looks good. And then I'll move the move the name over a little bit here so it's not right up on it. See, I want to move that just a little bit more. Whoops. Let's try that again. There. That's better. And then the let's get that in my group here. Put that right there. And then the Twitch icon we will put right. Come on. Okay, and then let me see. Edit the Twitch icon. Let's put that to 70 by 70 as well. Icon. Whoops. It's funny because the Twitch icon looks like it's smaller because it doesn't have all that white space around it. So let me change that a little bit. Skeletor! Welcome to the shadows. You are the latest shadow dweller. Look at that, your name just boom, right up in there. Okay, let me see. Twitch icon. Transformers more than meets the eye. Transformers more than meets the eye. No, Skeletor. That's not Alliance Wars. That's Alliance Quest. Okay, let's do that. And let's move that up a little bit and over. Still looks like it's a little bit too low. Oh, that's right, because it has the little tail at the bottom. That's why it looks like that. All right, that's fine. And then let's move. Let's move the Twitch follower over a little bit. I don't want that Twitch icon though to be so low. I mean, so high rather. I'm just trying to get the alignment, line it up right so that it looks okay to me. Let's see. Okay, so first thing, let me okay, so the YouTube one looks okay. It's the Twitch one. Yeah. Okay, let me try to change it back. I'm gonna put it to is there another one? Aha, okay. Yeah, there are different ones, and I think one of these might be better. I mean, that's what it looks like. Yeah, because I have all that around it. I'm just looking over them to see which one I really like. If there's one. Hey, this one is kind of cool, and it's a little bit different too. So let's I'm gonna save that. Let's see if that one works better. Let's see. See, y'all can see that. That's what that one looks like. So let's make that one a little bit smaller. Yeah, I think that one will work out better. I'm gonna make it the same size as the other one. Whoops. Okay, yeah, that way makes it easier for me to line up a little bit. Wait, what did it just do? Why did you change? That's weird. But we're gonna keep it like that for now. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to move the label because the label is what's giving me the grief. All right, let me catch up real quick with the chat. And then I'll get back to that. Found a neat app that shows me what I'll look like when I'm old. It's called Front Facing Camera. Caveman, ooh, what's up, man? That was good. That was actually good. Slinger, what's up, man? How you doing? And did I say hello to you, King Pen? What's up? Okay. YT User, what's up, man? Happy Friday to you as well. Brian Burke, what up? This is just, I'm fiddling with my layout real quick here, but this is AQ, and then we'll go to the arena. Doing well, getting ready for a snowstorm. Yeah, me too. We'll see how it goes. Don't want to make you jelly of the weather where I live. Man, camera never lies. Well, that's a lie. I need 360 just to see me in a shirt. Camera adds 500 pounds. The kids will love it and my back will hate it. Well, yeah. They're calling for 8 to 12 inches. Wow. So do women. Lord have mercy. Be time to rip apart my son's PS5 controllers and fix the stick drift he is getting. Wife won't be sending me out in the Mustang. Okay. Ava, what's up, man? And, oh, wait. Alios Diemer? What up? Do ouchies matter in this incursions? Nope. Not at all. Watch my run when you can. Very easy. It was fun. The most fun I've had. I used Spider-Woman, Okoye, Medusa, Tide of Combat, Rage into Combat, and eventually Hemostatic, Bleed Thingy. Yeah. Okoye and Spider-Woman tore stuff up, but so did Photon. But yeah, Slinger, I missed y'all too, man. Woo! All right, hold on. I'm gonna switch something up here real quick. Okay, I'm gonna change something here. Let's play Big Bank Takes Little Bank. Yeah, that's better. transform you. Let's move you up. There. And then, because lining this up, I just realized that lining this up, the reason that's over there like that is because this doesn't have that. So I'm not going to be able to line it up while moving it under that. So let's do that. Rename that. Rename that. And then let's get this out of the way. Like so. There you go. How that look? And then label for you. Whoops. Get that. Come on now. Let me click it. Keeps on not letting me click it. Click, click, click it. Come on. There we go. It moved. Let's move you up. Nope. Down there. And then let's move you. Let's see. Gifters. Move you up. There. Okay. Wait a minute. Switch icon. Move you a little bit over there. So you're out of the way there, and move the latest Twitch follower. Over a little bit. There we go. Now that should be good. Wait, one little thing, but what does that look like to you guys? How does that look now? I think I lined it up decently. Only thing that's bugging me a little bit, and I'm about to fix it right now, is the width on the gifters. Move that a little bit away from that arrow at the end there. Nope, still touching you. I don't want it to touch you like that. Keep going down. There. That's much better. Okay. Yeah, Steven Martinez, what's up, man? Yeah, I can find that as well, Steven, and I might change it. It would just be a, you know, I would be a, it would be just the symbol, and then the background would be transparent. So next time you see it, that might be the case. But at least I have everything lined up so that when I go and do that one, I can swap it out. But I'm probably going to do that. I just have to take a little bit of time to look for it and find one that I like. But for now, we're going to stick with that one. So at least you see. And the other thing I'm going to change is all the way up at the top. I'm going to change that, but I need to manipulate the graphics with that one. And I'll probably either make a new one or something like that. But that should be okay. What's with the zoom and settings button? What zoom and settings? All right, let's get going here. And I'll like I said, I'll mess with that later. You talking about in the game? Or on my layout? Look at all of that hits into my block. I hate that with a passion. I take all that block damage, and he's just like, pop, 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 and it's worse on day one. It is so much worse on day one. When we have the piercing or whatever. Okay, where do you see it? Let me know where you see it, and I'll, but it might be just in the game. Depending on where you're seeing it. Escape settings. Yeah, that's the game. I can't wait till they fix Hercules back. Definitely an upgrade. Okay, looks good to me. Okay, so our tattoo artist made a video on Instagram with both mine and my wife's Xmas presents to each other. I shared it in MCOC pictures. Oh, we're going to check it out in a minute then. But yeah, okay, yeah, this is the game. Down here, zoom and escape settings, yeah. That is in the game. It's telling me that I can do a zoom on the wheel mouse like this. See? I can zoom in, zoom out using the mouse. And the settings are just these settings where I can customize and mess around there. But yeah, that's in the game. Okay, we got to check out T. Smitty. It says this account is private. And I do need to get on Instagram, but I don't think I have an account there. I may have made one, but I don't really use it. You can tell Monopoly is an old game because there's a luxury tax and rich people can go to jail. Hey, who you telling? Who you telling? Hit him with it! Hooah! Hooah! Oh, I hate that. I hate that. He went unblockable right when I went to do a parry. Took all my health. I was doing just fine. And then all of a sudden he darted, unblockable, parry, and he smacks me up, man. I really hate that. Oh, that be pissing me off. I'm like, anything to get my health, man. And that's why I still use Hercules. Because, ooh, that'd be annoying. All right. Let's see what you got there. Loker. Can I just look at it? Okay, yeah, I see it. I think. Hold on, let me yeah, I see it. One second. I'm gonna give you a I need to make a scene for just this, but anyway, okay, let me add I'm gonna add a browser source here. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to add, you know what? Let's just add display capture. There we go. And then later on, I'll add my camera to it and mess around a little bit there. But is that what we're looking at? Right there? That's it? Okay. Or really bright. Wait, how'd you do that? Wait a minute. Wow. Oh, that's hers. Okay. You switched up on me. I said, wait, what? What kind of voodoo is this? Okay. I swear. I blinked and all of a sudden it was in color. And I was like, how did you do that? Okay. Okay, and then that's hers. Okay. Whee! I sure wanted to know how you did that one, boy. Ah, darn it. Okay. But that's cool, man. Maybe I need to... Let me see. Do I have one? No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't think I have a Instagram. Hey, wait. I can log in with Facebook? I'm curious now. If it's linked to my Facebook account. Let's see, Facebook, there you are. I remember everything. I usually have, okay, I'm connected here. Okay, so it let me, so did I log in? Facebook and Instagram are connected. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't really use it. Okay, here we go. I tried to log in and it said no Instagram account found. I already knew that. All right, I'll do that later. But I might do that. Okay. Everything looks good there. This looks good there. Okay. Let's collect. Look at that. Oh, and the sound issue I was having, still there, but it happens only when the computer comes back from like sleep mode. Or I guess initialize, because once that happens, I just unplug and replug it in, and I don't have the problem anymore. But it only happens or it happened again when I came back from sleep mode. Wake up. Caught you coming in. Wake up. Come on. Fine. I'll hit you with this then. You want to play? Can you feel it? Okay, now we can sit back, relax, and enjoy ourselves. Wait. Anything over here? Okay, nope. Let us engage in the arena. As you can see, ain't really done much. But I definitely want to finish this one because we must grind arena. And I almost, I think we're almost back 100%. Come on. Woo. How you guys liking Dracula? I don't know. From what I'm reading, he has a high skill cap. That might be why I don't like him. You know, sometimes I don't mind having to do all kind of crazy stuff, but usually I like the simpler champions. Oh, that's how you want to play? Eat all this. Now how you feeling about yourself? I don't see nothing wrong with a little arena grind. Hey, I don't see nothing wrong. Give me a. And who are you guys voting for? I don't know who made the last, actually I should look, right? Who made the final cut? Boom, boom, shakalaka. Back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Oh. If I could get him as a 7-star, I will. Port Grind and New Colossus. Oh, my Storm didn't make it. Cause I was definitely voting for Port Grind and that Storm, cause I do like Storm. 1 minute, please. All right. Yeah, I don't mind that new Colossus either. If they do him right, he gonna be nasty. Chris Anthony, what up, man? Would you prefer Hercules or Dr. Doom as a 7-star? Hercules. I just like Hercules. Dr. Doom is nasty, and we're going to get a Dr. Doom. We are getting a, or I should say we are getting a Doom. Quit all that playing around. Would you prefer Hercules or Dr. Dre as a 7-star? Still Hercules. I would have liked a Hulkling, but couldn't get a Hulkling. Not even the DRE. You got that right. He sure can't. I haven't grinded Arena in a while. Get to it. It relaxes the mind and lets your conscience be free so you can get down to the sounds of EPMD. See? My eye be finding stuff. And then once I see it, I got to do something about it. Hold on. Once we finish this, you'll see what I mean. See that PC fund and all that? Why it's up there so high? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, see, that looks a little bit better to me. And then a little bit of height on this guy. Yeah, see, that looks a little bit better to me. Okay. Okay. And then that looks like it's over a little bit too much. Let's get you. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. See, I don't usually look over here, so I'm like, seeing things that I hadn't seen. Yeah, that looks a lot better to me. Just lined it up a little bit and moved it down some. Tweedledee. Okay. The mantra is must grind arena. Because if you ain't up on things. Somehow I got all the box champs over Banquet with 0 units and spending 60 bucks. Hey, that's all right. I bought the plat track and the level-based progression one-time offer. Let's move that over there. Thanks to Mike Holman, I got the platinum track this time. So we will get Kitty Pryde. Lord doesn't just have attention to detail. He also has attention to detail. Got that right. He is. He's the reason that I have the sigil too. Let's do that. Whew. That's right. Get in that corner. Oh no. That reminds me, I got to do some rank ups. Add some crystal openings. It's getting to be that time again. And I want Doctor Strange as a 7-star. I want him bad. Wow, that was a bunch of bovine fecal matter. I got you. Just did a 5-hit combo into a special 2 with Miles, and the first hit didn't even connect with the Gladiator defender, and I almost lost the fight. Ugh. But Kabam hears us with the input issues, right? I don't think they do. Woo! Look at how fast that was. Did you see how quick? Did y'all see how quick that was? I went for a heavy. He recovered fast enough and flowed right into... Yeah. The AI and those input issues. Insane that we got to deal with this. I know I'm old, but I'm not that slow. Good grief. I saw KT1 also was complaining about how fast the AI reacted. It's crazy. But Kabam hears us on the input issues, right? Or just the piddly stuff is all they hear. Well, hit him with it. Oh, you're done, son. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like Kabam have got their fecal matter together over the last month overall. I can't believe it. They have been doing better. It's just that you have those legacy issues that are still with us. The AI and the input still need to be addressed. But yes, they've been doing a lot better in other areas. They have a lot of wins. I will say that. And let's see if they continue. Because I know they are working on the AI, but when we'll see it, I don't know. Okay, so he don't want to throw his special, so let's just hit him. Yep, but while looking into the camera, he ensures that we hear you. Game not broke, but my rank 4s on any 3 accounts on 3 different devices can't get past 1 zone. In rigged game or Coliseum, not same delivery to all, game not equal. Yeah, I'm very curious as to the troubles you're having, Billy D. Cause man, rough week for the wife. Wednesday and today are the anniversary of her mom. Oh no, and stepdad's passing due to Fosse's ineptitude. Fosse. I don't get that one. That one's going over my head. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. What? Oh, man. Hey. Oh, gotcha. That sucks, man. I remember how rough that time was, man. It was like an invisible, enemy. And it was taking people out. That was a rough time for sure. Seemed they've lost their appetite for self-sabotage for whatever reason. Maybe they got rid of whoever was doing it. Or told them to sit down. You ain't got to be in jail to be doing time. Who you telling? All into my block. Wow. Hit him with it. Right in your chest. Can't easy be figured out. Get some use my logs, do something in the game and see for themselves, but command permission needed, or the screen piloting from community simps. Kabam should test their game this way. I wonder if they have anybody else having that same problem. Triple G! What's up, man? It's Friday. Are you ready for the weekend? I have mixed feelings because we have that storm coming in. So this weekend might be rough. I don't know. The Kabam White Knights and potential future employees probably help create a lot of the issues with the echo chamber behavior. Yeah. They are the reason that I don't really talk a whole lot in the CCP server. Dragon Lady, biggest so-called hero. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't even know a lot of them, but yeah. I just basically keep to myself. If there's a bug, I'll mention it. But I'm not gonna get an ulcer dealing with them. Not gonna happen. I've never been somebody that wants to force themselves on somebody else. You don't want to hear me talking? Cool. I'll leave. You don't need, you don't want to hear what I got to say? Cool. Won't say nothing. We already had some R. Kelly earlier. Now we get another banger. Are you ready for the summer? All right. Yeah, you got the ice storm, and we will get over a foot of snow. Ugh. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't lose our power. Usually we're good. When other places end up losing their power, even if we lose a little bit of power, they usually get us back up and running pretty quickly. But yeah, I don't know if you saw when Legacy was talking about the whole Spider-Woman nerf situation. And see, I can't really talk about what folks are saying and doing because we're on an NDA. But he actually said it and put it out there. So I can basically say, yep, he's right. He was championing the anti-Spider-Woman nerf. You know, he was basically telling them, don't do that. You know, take it off of defense then, but not offense, you know, and all of that. He was trying. And yet, yeah. Sometimes they just, you know, insist on doing what they want to do, so. And see, I wasn't gonna cause myself to have any kind of health issues, butting my heads up against them hard heads. Not me. Lags was right again. In my opinion, they should have made her ensnare a pre-fight. Yeah, that would have been nice. Lags tried to get Serpent nerfed as well. Lag 0 for 2. I know. He be trying, man. He be trying. But they want to do what they want to do. Anytime you deal with people, you have to deal with those politics. And a lot of times, I won't say every time, but in my experience, a lot of times when you see stuff that happens like that, where we get some really crazy stuff, corporate politics, you know, and what I mean by that, and I don't know this for sure, so I'm just, you know, hypothetical from my own history. You may find out that the person who's doing something is related to the big bosses. You know, I had that happen. You know, there was one lady who, she wasn't related, but she was best friends with the wife of the owner of the company. And see, navigating those type of relationships, I don't do. And therefore, I don't do well. So I treated her not like she was somebody, just another coworker. You know, I don't do that favoritism thing. And if they get upset, then they go and bam. And then I'm out. So that's the kind of stuff that happens. Well, boycotts don't really work. Not the way people think they work. They only serve to let Kabam know that people are upset. That's it. It's all that's for. He was so right and we got what we got. Yeah. They definitely will never be able to say we didn't know. Yeah. No, they can't tell you that. Not in be truthful anyway. One of the hardest things to do is speak truth to power. Yep. Maple Leaf trumpet. Vega boycott was the worst. Yeah, I don't really pay attention when they start talking about boycotts or calling for boycotts. And I'll say this. In my opinion, boycotts, anyone calling for a boycott does not understand how things work. So how about that? That's my my statement. They do not understand how things work. Boycotts do not work. They never have, and they never will. They serve to speak. See, you know the difference between a boycott and a strike, right? That's why people calling for a boycott, why I said what I said. Megabyte, what's up, man? Just got off work early today, wasn't expecting it, which I'm happy about. Yeah, the storm. I'm doing well, man. Oh, wow, he just evaded that right out of there, eh? Okay. So you ain't gonna let me hit you with a heavy. Kill. Ha, got you anyway, though. Haha. Don't matter if you block. I'll try to check in on Monday if you have power. Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, we are hoping we have power. Vega mods, biggest spenders in the game. Community is too divided for a boycott to work. Even if they were. I have a big issue with just one person stopping spending. And using the term boycott to describe it. Yeah. I feel a boycott is done by a whole community, not just an individual. Absolutely. Using the word incorrectly erodes the power from it. So that when the community wants to use it, it's watered down. Yep. Same thing with Nerf. That was my issue when people were using Nerf incorrectly or whatever. It robs it of its power. Yeah, everybody is clicked up. Yep. Boycott babies still make buck YouTube videos. Yeah. Kind of like desensitizes us to the word boycott. Yeah. To the point we can't use it. Yep. I think a boycott could work if we were more unified. So, a strike. I'm trying to think of how to best explain it. Oh my goodness. Hold up. Okay. So a strike is when workers stop working. And a boycott is when consumers stop buying. Okay? So the reason that I talked about a boycott doesn't work is precisely what you said. You can't get unified. You can't get everybody on board. Okay? It won't work. And they don't do it. They say something, but they still spend. So they're not really boycotting while saying they're boycotting. So it doesn't work, never worked. Now, imagine this. Imagine we had some folks at Kabam strike for a better game. What do you suppose would happen? They probably just get fired, unless they have a union. But there needs to be some sort of cooperation for it to work. And there isn't any. The risk with a boycott is that if it becomes entrenched, we may never come back to spending and the game is lost. That is the other issue. Why I don't believe boycotts work for this game. Because depending on how hard-headed they are, they can just shut the game down. And they do have some people that are hard-headed. You know, like folks were saying that they boycotted back in the 12.0 days, right? And they did boycott. They went, a lot of people stopped spending. People went and put 1-star reviews and everything like that. And then things changed, and they thought that they changed because of their boycott. But it didn't. Kabam had already identified issues and were already in the process of fixing them when people were boycotting. So the only thing the boycott did was let Kabam know people were unhappy. That's it. They were still doing what they were going to do. You know? But a true boycott, if you had all the big spenders, all the top spenders, mid-level spenders, all of that, if they boycotted, then Kabam would take notice because it would hit their bottom line. But you also have people who have a philosophy. I'll give you an example. Do you remember a little movie that had an actress in it that people didn't want in there? Y'all remember that? Amber Heard. People boycotted. They had a sign. Was it a sign-in sheet? What you call it? Trying to remember. Travis, what up, man? I hope I'm gonna be doing okay. But yeah, I am in that snowstorm coming in. Boycott babies are now happy that Doctor Strange buffed. He not buffed or mended. He's a new version. Yeah. I want him though. Petition. Thank you. Thank you, T. Smitty. I hate when the word is right there. And I'm just like, what the? That word. Yes, Amber Turd. They petitioned. And how many signatures did they have on that petition? It was huge. It was obvious. I think it was millions, wasn't it? Of people didn't want them to have her in there. Okay? Big petition. And what did he come out and say? This is how those big guys up there think. Okay? A lot of them would rather see this game disappear than to give in what they consider giving in to the pressures of their consumers. They have the attitude that ain't no consumer gonna run this company. We run this thing. And that's what they did. And look at how much they lost because of that. But they did it anyway, didn't they? And see, with this game, the game might be doing very well, but if they killed this game, it's not going to destroy the company. Okay? So, this is a great cash cow, but a lot of them would rather lose the cash cow than to listen. Introduction of dungeons is what led to failures in the game. Folks noticing issues. Kabam, pig-headed, bull on without fixing. It's still here. And still broke, but put shiny new in the game and shut folks up. Yeah, I mean that's they have to still produce new stuff. And I have a feeling that's more because of contractual agreements and some other stuff. If that's the case, then we consumers are the problem. No, we're not the problem. The company needs to restructure themselves. They need to change their philosophy. And that might require changing people. Because the problem is on their end. You know, their design philosophy. You know, for example, why don't we have adequate testing? That's not our fault. Do you know how many people would love a chance to jump on a server and test out characters? And they would find stuff, because I remember when this happened before. But once they found stuff, what did Kabam do about it? Again, not our fault. Seems to be the way that they are set up. The people that are making the decisions, you know? To know all this but still play the game would make us consumers the problem. Why would you say that? You think knowing... All right. I knew how bad Microsoft was. Still use their products. The consumers only have so much power. As much as they did, the movie still came out. It still had her in it. And they lost a lot of money. The consumers spoke. But guess what? Company's still there. Company still did what they wanted to do. Chase items and incursions, take out revives, their favorite game. Done first few hours, then turn piggy bank deals into dollars. You know what? I actually had a lot of fun with this incursions. If they kept it like this, I would probably play it more. Because I really like this one. To know that the company would allow the game to die instead of listen to its consumers. If the consumers know this but do nothing, then we are the problem. What do you suppose the consumers would do about that? And keep in mind that a lot of this, you don't know for sure that the company would allow the game to die. We don't know it for a fact. And the consumers are just doing what they do as long as they're enjoying themselves and having fun. So yeah, I don't see this as a consumer problem. To know that a product is faulty but still spend money on the product, that's your fault? Okay. As long as the game is still supplying me what I need and want, I'll be here. The money lost with that movie was not as big a hit to them as the cost to reshoot would have been. Yeah. So they made their choice. And those are the business decisions that they often have to make. That's why a lot of us don't spend anymore. Yeah. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't spend, I'm broke. I used hot water bottle. Yeah. It's like I said, a boycott would work, but you'd need a lot of people to participate in it. The big spenders. Because honestly, the really big spenders, and when I say the whales, are what really hold the game up. When the whales start talking, Kabam listens. Think about that. There are folks in this game that spend more than some of us make. Definitely more than I make, but more than some people make their salaries they spend. If you had those folks, you know, because you have millionaires playing this game. If you have those folks get together and boycott and tell Kabam, look, you know, either you fix this up or we don't find the, you know, you have one or two of the whales that might do it, but you get a whole bunch of them, they would listen. Now, what they do about it, I couldn't tell you. Would they dig their heels in and say, y'all ain't gonna run this? You know, I don't know. I've met with folks like that, and I usually don't do well with them. But, you know, there's no telling. You know, it's not like Kabam has never listened. But, you know, you have to wonder. Like with the AI and the inputs, I can't help but feel that it's a resource allocation issue. They're not prioritizing it. Now, why they're not prioritizing it, I don't know. Is there somebody in charge that doesn't want a priority? You know, they're working on it, but they don't dedicate the resources to it, so you only have maybe one person working on it. You know, they might tell you, you know, yeah, we're working on the AI, but what they don't tell you is we only got one person working on the AI in his spare time or no, that's illegal. Working on the AI, you know, maybe an hour or two a week, you know, something like that. That's what we don't know. We just see the results. We're like, nothing's getting done. But I have a feeling it's just an allocation, because nobody can tell me if they didn't throw enough resources at it. Can you imagine they had the whole team working on the AI and dealing with the input issues? But they're spread too thin. It's only illegal if you get caught. I've heard that. I'd say there way more conflict of interest happening than any of us could imagine. And I've heard some of that, Trip G. And see, I don't know. I have to get going, heading to the cemetery to put flowers on her parents' grave. Can't believe it's been 5 years. Okay, man. Take care. And give my condolences to Mrs. T. Smitty. Because that is rough. But anyway, guys. I also have to get going and get something to eat. We already got our, and I'm going to try to get as much done as I can, just in case I don't have any power. But let's see who's streaming. And see if we can grab somebody. Want somebody to love. All right. Databank upgrades, please. Game delivery to Dublin. Billy D, he wants to love the game the way he used to. Yeah, man. I feel for you, Billy, too, man. Because that sucks to want to play. Ugh. I don't even know what to do to help. Oh, Enzo. Enzo playing. We gonna raid Enzo, y'all. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. All right. That's gonna do it, everybody. Take care. And you all have a blessed day.